It has been a long time coming. Over 60 episodes that have gone on for well over a year. Might have even been 2 years, as this has been more of a casual project, exploring the 4 big anime series campaigns that Legacy of the Duelist has brought us. And finally, with Zexal, this is the final episode. And with it, Duel number 114. Forever Zexal. This is our 114th duel in the Let's Play. We have done over 100 of these things. Granted, some of them were really easy, but most of them made me want to kill myself, so let's go. Let us begin. Ready? Time to high-five the sky. I'm worried, frankly. I'm worried. Let's go. First to go. Please let my deck be good. Please. Oh, God. Ooh. 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 Can this please be like a victory lap or so? I have 3 cards in my extra deck. Oh, fuck me. This duel's gonna fucking suck. Oh my God, it's gonna be bad. Oh, Bladebird. Oh my God, it's gonna be awful. Fuck me. I'm so not a fan of what's about to happen. If my best one's Gaga fucking Cowboy, you know. It makes sense if he had all the number cards, but I'm pretty sure I had at least one Exceed in there that wasn't that. Yeah, Heroic Champion Excalibur, which is an Exceed I own, that Yuma owns after beating, I think it was Nistro. Like, I should be able to use that. It's not a number. I think this game's fucking against... New revelation here. I think this game's against me, guys. Fuck you. I can deal damage on turn 1. I'm breaking out in hives. Okay, so, huh? Why? Like, a specific reason why? Utopia Buster? What the fuck is that? Pinpoint Guard, you cuckold. That ghost doesn't actually matter. Actually, neither of them matter, so might as well. Oh, thank God Pinpoint Guard actually saves that. Utopia Buster. Let's have a look at that. You control a Utopia monster. I really should have done this more, just zoom in on the cards. Fucking takes me over 60 episodes to realize maybe I should have done this more often. Destroy one face-up monster your opponent controls that has the lowest attack your choice. And if you do inflict damage to your opponent equal to destroy a monster's attack on the field. I still don't know why he used Ray, even though normal Utopia is a much better card. Did he literally predict me getting him to lose all his materials and be able to target him for an attack all in one turn? Because if so, that's insane. You can only activate one Onomatopoeia per turn. Send a card from your hand to the graveyard and add up to 2 of these monsters to your hand. 1 Zubaba, 1 Gagaga, 1 Go-Go-Go, and 1 Do-Do-Do. Oh god, I already fucking hate this duel. Like, I'm low-key like, nope. I'm noping all about this. Eat my butthole. Hurrah. I took out his Exceed with very little effort. Now all he can do is set, the fool. He just fucking ruined my life. The bastard. With this normal summon, you can target a Go-Go-Go in your graveyard, special summon and defense, and change if this card attacks. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Fucking... My problem here is that this thing ain't great. I'm gonna have to bring it out, because I feel like he's gonna Exceed. But then I also feel like he's gonna Exceed into a Utopia and then kill it. Whatever, summoning in defense is better than nothing, because, you know, then I have a monster, and then he's like, oh no, I just took damage. I mean, Astral as your final boss is not too bad. I mean, I haven't damaged someone this fast in a while. If only I had a fucking Gagaga card. Wait, I do. Well, how about that? Fuck these swords. Get him out of here. Oh god, I forgot that whole thing is... I forgot that this is just tons of fun. I'm gonna have to activate this effect out of fear that his monster's defense is too high. Oh, what a waste. He's gonna summon something and then fucking blow it up. Whatever, unless he doesn't Exceed, I'm not gonna... Wow. Sure. I'll activate Onomatopoeia. Discard my other one. Select a card. Sure. Give me this. Add another card? Sure. Zubaba Knight. Give me Giant. Pop Giant's effect. Give me, this card attacks to change defense at the end of the battle phase. Ah, that sucks. It puts them both in defense mode. Sure, why not? He'll blow up one of these cards if he draws a monster, so it's more important to me that I bring out another cowboy. In my personal opinion, this feels like the stronger play. Pew, pew, pew. As it stands, I could probably beat him next turn. If he summons something in defense mode, I can just summon a Zubaba Knight. I can pop Cowboy and then attack with Cowboy. So let's see. Gagaga Bolt. What was that? Double or nothing. Zubaba Knight. Cowboy. Detach for damage. Zubaba Knight attack. Automatically destroyed. Ah, what a shame. Ah, he has ways to fucking stay in the game. Shit. It's not over yet. He has it, boys. He has picked up a card. Utopia. What the fuck is that? Utopic Dragon. Utopic Dragon. Utopic Dragon. You can also exceed summon this card by discarding one rank of magic spell and using a Utopia you control as the material. Blah blah blah. Once per turn, you can target a number from your graveyard, special summon its effects are negated during either player's turn. When a monster effect is activated that targets this card, detach the material from this card to negate it, and if you do. Okay. Equipped to a warrior. Depending attack against attack equal to fuck it. Dark Hole. Jesus Christ. Great. He has combos now. If he wins now, I'm cutting until we win because he's not fucking worth it anymore. Because the fact that his deck is that broken that he can just get that monster out for free kinda has me not into the duel anymore. That and the fact that it went all the way up until I had one turn left. Because once again, the game went bullshit. You know, yep, Magnum Shield. Alright, see you when we win, because, you know, this game isn't worth the effort. Hey, what's up? We're back. Clearly, I'm not going to win this. I have 100 points. I didn't even look at that. So, what does this do? When the opponent declares an attack, and you target that attacking monster, equip this card from your hand to that monster, it cannot attack. When an opponent's monster declares a direct attack while this card's in your graveyard, special summon it, but banish it when it leaves the field. So, this final duel is the hardest duel in the game. I've gone about 6-7 more tries against it. The problem here is the only conceivable way to kill his good monsters is with the removal cards they give you. You do not have any way to maybe say, throw something in defense mode and abuse Zubaba Knight. The only exceed cards they decide to give you are Gagaga Cowboy, not because it makes sense, but because it'll make the game artificially more difficult, even though there are at least one exceed monster I could think of, Excalibur, who could be useful, you know, in this fight, but they won't let you have him. So, if he exceed summons any monster, unless you can exceed on your turn right after it, you're not going to kill it through a fight. There's an 80-20 chance that he's going to do better against you in every form of combat. So you need to use removal cards. If you don't draw them, you lose. If he has enough cards, if he has enough combos, he can. I mirror forced Utopic Dragon and Utopia. They blow up. He immediately responded with Exceed Revival to bring this thing back. And this was during his battle phase, so he then got to attack me again, bring me to 100 points, main phase 2, summon Utopia, then overlay on top of it Utopia Ray. This duel fucking sucks. Just thought I'd throw in some nuggets as I continue to grind it out. I've been dueling him for 2 hours. 2 hours. God is dead. This is the worst duel ever. No, seriously. You know when people say, like, something's badly designed and then it's like, no, they're misplaying. No, this is the worst. This duel's bad. Because all they give you for exceeds in a deck focused on exceeding is a monster that is countered by his deck. It only has benefits on your turn and has stats, so it has no survivability. I'm leaving. I just wanted to whine. Please, God. Please. 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 Please, God. Please, God. Oh, God. 2.5 hours. 2.5. 2.5 hours on one duel. On one fucking one duel. One duel. I knew you were never planning on destroying the world. You just wanted to remind me how fun dueling is. Listen to me. If your goal was to educate Yuma on the fun of dueling, then why did you make this the worst duel I've ever played? In terms of an AI duel, that was the worst. Every fucking turn, it feels like I'm constantly getting an Exceed monster in my fucking face. 2.5 hours. Duels kept going the same over and over again. It was fucking bad. You can't just suddenly make the duel legit and fair because you gave me a Raigeki, a Gagaga lightning thingy, and a dark hole. That doesn't fucking fix that shit, man. It's time for us to part. I need to go home. I know. I will not cry. I enjoyed seeing your smile. Thanks. Friends till the end of time. The next day, Yuma saw all his friends at school. Everything was back to normal. Except Astra wasn't there. He used the Numeron code to bring back all the Barian Emperors as humans. Hooray. But why is my golden key glowing? Yo, what are you doing here? We detected a dimensional anomaly in Astral World. There's something out there that wants your buddy to go what? Oh, we gotta go help him. Let's do it. Oh, it's one of those endings where the adventure never truly ends. The adventure just never really wants to go away. That's what they're trying to tell me, isn't it? Question, did they at least for Arc V give me like some story for like the first one of these? By the way, I bought this. This had no story, but did they at least add something here to like set it up to make it awesome? Wow. Man, fuck Legacy of the Duelists for fucking that shit. I don't fucking care. Get out of here. Give it the fucking title here. Alright. That's it. Legacy of the Duelist, as of this moment, is done on my channel. It's been a long road. I actually planned on ending this with an Arc V duel, but it turns out there isn't a real convenient thing for it. You know, there's no story for it, and the first duel is a tutorial. So, final thoughts on the game. This is a fantastic story mode game for those who want to play through the games and experience the story and use story decks. There's not many games I can think of in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Video game series that allow you to do something like that. I think that's fantastic. Problem, they cut out large chunks of this, and I feel like that isn't really needed. I feel like they shouldn't have to do that. Now, a lot of people will say, you know, I'm someone who doesn't like to go and say a game designer or a game developer is lazy when it comes to stuff like that, you know, because, you know, you don't know how much it takes to make something in a game. But I feel like, at the very least for this, it's a lot easier to, do what is needed here. You need character renders, you need text, go, set up the match. I don't know if there's a need to put in specific AI for every duel. I don't think so necessarily. I feel like they could have had a lot more duels in here, because there are a lot of them that, you know, maybe they didn't want to bloat the storyline. I would have been fine with more, but, you know, I've gone through all these duels, went for all of this shit, still felt like they cut out too much. And that's unfortunate. Like duels like in the Zexal storyline where we meet Kite for the first time. We don't even have a duel. Do we even have a duel where Yuma faces Kite at any point in this entire story? We don't. And that's stupid, because he's supposed to be the rival character that I believe Yuma duels once here, and if I read right, he duels him again after he beats Dr. Faker, and that ends off the first season. So effectively, he's supposed to be a rival character that you don't actually duel on screen. That's dumb. Second of all, this shit is dumb. Third of all, let's open the DLC. This is the biggest problem I have with this game. Allow me to look here. We've got the Declan versus Selena duel. We have Jack... I really want to buy this just because Jack Atlas is cool, but it's Jack Atlas versus Yuya. And then this shit fucking drives me up the wall. They released Waking the Dragons, and I looked it up. It's all the duels from the Orichalcos arc, otherwise known as the best arc for the original Yu-Gi-Oh! They added them as DLC recently. I swear, fucking insane. And then they added a couple of duels here for GX. And look at this. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. Unless I'm bad and I didn't count that right, there is $85 worth of story downloadable content for this game. And this game is still missing like 30% of the duels and cool stuff from these stories. Why didn't 5Ds get more of the setup before its big tournament arc? Where were those duels? Where was 5D's, aside from WRGP, where was the set of duels where Yusei went to the Old West? Where were those duels? GX, where was some more of the Season 4 stuff? All the Season 4 stuff is 2 duels. Where were the other ones? Where are the real ones, you know? Where's the ones where he duels at Yusuke before he takes on Satan, you know? Where's the duel where he has a rematch against Crowler? Where's that duel? Or the tag duel that he ended up doing? I think it was like, there's a lot of duels they cut out there. Yu-Gi-Oh! Why didn't we have Waking Dragons at the start? It's one of the biggest parts of the show. It commands a whole hell of a lot. How about, you know, adapting the Grand Championship arc, where you're facing off against Siegfried and his Valkyrie cards, which you can just make up some archetype that he uses in this. Zexal, where the fuck was like the second half of the second show? I looked, they just skipped dozens of episodes. Where are those? You don't give me those. But what you do give me is overpriced downloadable content. And the argument here that they can have is that story isn't the only thing being offered. They're also offering challenge duels and challenge decks. Now, unfortunately, I'm picky in the fact that the only thing I care about is more content for the story, because that's the thing that's bleeding the most as someone who's a purist. I feel bad for fans of Zexal because it clearly is missing a lot. Also, I'm going to say this. I don't think Zexal is a bad show. You know what? I think Zexal 1 is a bad show. The second series is a good show, you know? Because there's some good stuff toward the end of the first series, and the second series has some really fucking cool designs and stuff that I've seen. But DLC also gives you, like, challenge duels that you can do against additional characters, and then you can duel them. And that in itself adds more replayability, because you'll have a large chunk of them through here. You unlock them by doing the campaign, unlocking more of these, and the biggest thing that people may not know about is reverse duels, where I can, you know, for example, go up against Forever Zexal and say, yo, I'm gonna play as Astral. I don't plan on finishing this duel, but we might as well have a background here. Do I just win if I do a reverse duel of this? You know what? I'm interested in seeing... I want to lose so bad to Yuma in this duel, just to see how fucking bullshit this is. Because he shouldn't have an easy way to win. I should have all of the opportunities here. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. But if I was to say anything, this has one of the best story mode ideas in a Yu-Gi-Oh game ever. I like the idea of playing through all these series, talking about my experiences with them, and, you know, seeing how they handle this kind of thing. I think it's a really, really good idea. Unfortunately, they cut out so much of it that it really takes you out of it. That's one of my big issues with it. On top of that, the fact that you know, with DLC, they're nickel and diming you for, you know, the content. I don't like that. I would like to buy the game at its full price. I'd be even willing to pay $60 at launch for a Yu-Gi-Oh game of this caliber if they filled it to the brim with story content. A lot of people say, you buy this for the multiplayer. And to be honest, I don't really, because there are better programs out there. Granted, those are the kind of ones that get cease and desisted, but that's neither here nor there. My thing is, to be honest, the value proposition here is very high, but unfortunately the one issue I have is I care only about the game's story and not much else. So, in the end, that kind of ends up being my problem, but you know. Wow. Rising Sun Slash. So basically, they give him all the Utopia support, by the way. This duel's broken. Am I just gonna win this super quick? Oh god, I forgot Gardener can be used that way. Continue to attack. Actually, it doesn't matter. But overall, I think the game's good. It's very competent. In terms of the card systems and the way the game flow is, it has some of the best game flow of a Yu-Gi-Oh game I've played, next to Yu-Gi-Oh Pro and Yu-Gi-Oh Dev Pro, which are some of the best freeware programs you can get. Obviously, you have to operate, you have to dodge some, they got cease and desisted by Konami, or like one of the companies for Yu-Gi-Oh! So you have to kind of like jump around to find them. So it's a little bit more difficult to get your hands on them, but they are updated, and you can constantly play with the newest cards that come out in the OCG and keep up with the card game. And to be quite honest, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a fantastic card game. Love it. Played it for years. Have no signs of stopping. This LP has been a good outlet for me to share my enjoyment of the card game and the thing that keeps me enjoying the card game, which of course is the anime. Which, when it comes down to it, is almost the best part, in my opinion. The anime helps fuel me enjoying certain cards, because I enjoy a lot of cards based on their anime counterparts. The reason I like Stardust Dragon and the various cards in that archetype, and like Shooting Star Dragon and them being my favorites, is because how much I like Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds and how that stuff was handled. Same reason I like some of the antagonist cards that are also from 5Ds. It's my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, and they're presented in a cool way, and it's like, I want to use that deck because I have fond memories of watching this in the show, you know? It's like when you see a Pokemon, if you're watching the Pokemon anime, and you may use one of those Pokemon because you liked seeing it in the show, you know? That kind of thing. It's like the Pikachu effect, you know? You've seen Ash's Pikachu, you want one, that kind of thing. I have 3 fucking Utopias. Look how easy this shit is. All he can do is just negate 800 attacks. I can negate an attack like 3 times at once. What a fucking stupid thing. All he can do is just negate my attacks. That's all he can fucking do. The game makes no... This duel is so lopsided, it's ridiculous, you know? I was talking to Hawk because I was spending 3 hours on this. By the way, get pussied. And it's like, And even he's like, yo, you have it worse here than he does in the show. It's ridiculous. They made no effort to make this a reasonable final fight in any way at all. No. If you control it, you can special summon this card from your hand. Oh, I need an earth. Yeah, these are light. My bad. Okay, it's gonna take like 2 hits to kill this, but we're gonna do it. And I don't know why I'm focusing on this duel. I have no reason to, but whatever. It's a good way to cap this off, I guess. You fucking cunt. I'm just kind of exhausted, but hey, it's one way. You know, like many good games and RPGs, the final battle should always be a hard one, and Zexal being the last one should be that. I also kind of feel like it's false advertising in a way that they included Yuma in, or not Yuma, they included Yuya. Yeah, the fucking RPG's main character is Yuya, because, you know, that's not gonna make branding hard. Like, it's almost false advertising that you include him because he has absolutely nothing worth doing if you buy the game at launch. All he had was his duel. Maybe he had 1 DLC duel, and he didn't even put any work into the story mode of it. It's like all they felt like they were willing to do is just add, you know, the duels themselves with the characters and not any motivation for them. And that's the whole point of the story mode. Some people go, well, I do it for the gameplay, and those people are like, ugh, no. That's not what I need in a proper Let's Play. You know, I wouldn't be, you know, LPing this otherwise. So to close things out, Legacy of the Duelist is probably the best Yu-Gi-Oh game you can get if you feel like playing an official game. He mirror forced all of my fucking cards. Let's say no to you, you stinky lizard. I recommend it if you're into playing something legit. If you're looking to actually play the proper game and, you know, play with other people online or play against some AI that's constantly updated by fans of the game and people who are good at coding and that kind of thing, pick up Dev Pro or Yu-Gi-Oh Pro. They're a little bit harder to obtain. I'm sure you can like YouTube a download link, like you can look it up and it'll probably show up for you, and that can help you on your way. But I think that's a lot better for playing and connecting with fans and having access to the entire set of cards from the get-go. That's a better way to do that. But to close out, I'd like to thank everybody for watching this series. We've done 114 duels and 1 DLC pack across all 4 of these series, from Duel Monsters to GX to 5Ds to Zale/Zexal. This has been Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. Thank you so much for watching this Let's Play, supporting this series. I very much appreciate it, and I'll say this: if they bring out another PS4 Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, and it has enough new stuff in it, and if it has like a Arc V story mode, you can bet your ass I will jump on that and head back into the world of card games. Until then, thank you so much for watching. This is the end.